Dap specifically jumped up on the back of the train as opposed to planning right on the ground. And I guess I got my answer. That's just
to catch the
really
Molotov
cool player.
there.
Yeah.
And the bomb's gone down. 5 versus 5. Naf finding a kill. AZ though on top of the train, finding Daps, wants to go forward, gets Naf as well. Stan hiding out at the end of the smoke with this Tech 9. May not even be needed. Shazam with that op now, coming online. Pimp on the Geiger counter. And Shazam taken out from behind after killing Pimp. Kirby all alone and not even in the outer yard.
No, I mean, that's absolutely a great, it's honestly a great round from Dignitas. They got 3 kills. They made it really expensive on a round they probably shouldn't have. Yeah, Conquest got the plant, they got the round.
Wow.
But they were fully expecting
really
that.
Expensive.
That's 4 kills. Yeah,
that's
he
a big
got
kill.
The
That wasn't on the camera, but Kirby getting one more kill there, dropping another rifle away.
He picked up an op.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're going to throw that to what looks like
Tensky, actually. Let's
Whoa.
find his spawn. Tensky doesn't have a forward spawn to anywhere. Okay, now the op gets traded back over to Pim, so
okay.
Nothing too crazy going
Hold
on.
my op, he said.
Yeah.
And
so a big round.
T's posturing towards what looks like inner. Will it be something quick? I mean, someone is, I don't know if they had launched a smoke over T-Con or not, but this walk looks certainly like they want to put pressure on inner, and this leaves MSL to what looks like a nade, a flash, and an M4A4.
I mean, he's been really good both on combo on that solo spot today, the B-bomb site here on train.
Here's the rotate.
They are 2-0 on it. And yeah, who is on that rotate? It's going to be Pimp coming in with the op. So let's see if they can do anything to isolate him with this utility. Smoke's going down. I don't know if this is that where they wanted that smoke? Just kind of off nowhere, creating an avenue for MSL to spray through. Does only get the one. AZ finds Naf. And you know that Pimp's around here too with that op. Haven't heard a peep from him yet. There it is. He spotted Rush, misses that shot. AZ with another long range spray down. Rush going to plant that bomb. So some extra money coming in. But very difficult 2 versus 4 after plant. AZ just continuing to move forward. He's got a 3K. He's been great working onto the inner bomb site. And where is Stan? Oh,
yeah.
There he is. He's dead on the lower A ramp. The defuse comes in. Dignitas getting it within 1. And even just 1 round win there is enough to put Conquest on either a save or a round where they have to make a tough decision if they want to go for the Tech 9 force-up.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly, like, looking at that round, it was very clean for Dignitas. So the only thing that I think is stopping Conquest, besides their actual economy from buying up in full here, is the fact that Dignitas, no matter what, will have money leading into the next round because they save so many guns. So if that round was any closer, I would have expected a full buy. But it seems like they've spent a little bit of money. Stanislav actually
Stan
spending
bought down
more.
to $650. That's kind of surprising.
He's definitely got a plan and some utility. Surprised at the armor, though.
Is that plan going to be to walk into the crosshair of Pimp as they maybe get a bit fortunate there as he just decides to run away. MSL took a ton of damage, by the way, down to 15 right now. Naf also does find the kill onto Kirby, and now he's got an AK. No one has armor. Shazam gonna get killed. Naf with another one. What is happening? So many pistol rounds being converted into round wins. It's not quite over yet. 2-on-2. Pimp is still up. He's taken down by Stan. Stan's the man with armor. He's got the HP advantage in this case.
IGL versus IGL.
Yeah, and it's in-game leader versus in-game leader right now.
Entry versus entry.
MSL. Oh, but he gets it.
What a flash.
And yeah, MSL's on the site. Like, Stan's got the bomb, but I mean, where can he go?
He tried to grab the drop on him, but MSL, too aware. Great flash in that situation. Close round. Very important, too. And Conquest, even though they almost won that round, it was quite simply an eco for the most part. We'll be buying this round anyways. Stan going to be on that Tech 9, I think is completely fine with that. Anticipated having to make that decision moving into this round. Round 25.
And both teams here, if they lose, will again have to go for a save or a buy up. Shazam starting it off with a kill onto Pimp. Tensky getting very aggressive, wants to go into the mid room right now. They're flashing in, that catches Shazam, so he's got to fall back off, and Tensky kills Stanislaw. Shazam wants to peek, player up on the train, and Shazam is glass cannon. If he takes a shot, the aim punch is going to be really big.
That was really interesting.
Up top. Oh, and actually deciding to go up the ladder. This could be big. Oh. Peeks right out. What a read there from Shazam.
Wall hacker, Kipo.
So 2 kills for Shazam. AZ breaking out those windows in case he needs to use that spot later, I would assume.
Wow, they had great reads. Stanislav actually played no flash in that situation. Looked at the wall.
Yeah.
You know, Shazam ate that and he turned around and just got beat, but fully expected that decom push.
So Dignitas a man down right now, trying to figure out their defenses. It's still just MSL by himself, seeing nothing outside. I think they might have taken a peek at Ivy. AZ's going back.
Oh, MSL is so blind right now.
Kirby's in the back halls. MSL very blind. Daps has spotted him, takes him out. So that position can catch people off. Definitely. You see it turns so many rounds around. Big nade won't stop the plant though. Helps Kirby. Extra damage, he finishes off Naf. But all these players defending from the halls or the lower part of the ramp, pushing through that smoke. Rush denies AZ. And actually MSL out of the server, but he was already dead. Now it's up to Kirby. 1 versus 3. Starts off strong with that first kill. Taps needs to hide. Brought down so low, and Kirby just moving on in, turning around into the fire. Eating a lot of time off the clock. He does have a kit in this case. He's looking upper. So nearly gets it done with just a USP. Rush is there, living on very little HP, and he dies. All these rounds so close, so costly. Not a lot of money for Conquest, but very little for Dignitas. They will have to.
An absolutely unreal game right now. Look at this. They
like
won
the
that
hearts.
round, and the majority of their teammates, the majority of the players on Conquest have under 4K. I mean, this is absolutely terrible buy, and the only thing they have going for them is the fact that Dignitas don't have a buy themselves. So, yeah, super close, but almost everybody is dying almost every single round. And again, this is Conquest going tit for tat on T side, just like Dignitas were doing to them. And as we mentioned, that is only going to favor the terrorist team. So, splitting 8-7 on the half maybe doesn't seem so bad anymore.
But again, they go to ladder. MSL is there, finds a kill. This time he doesn't get the double spray down. They know Tenska's there. The nade goes in. Stan blows him up for the round win. Shazam living, Nafly living. Still a costly round. Dignitas not going to have the greatest buy, though. They get those rifles. There's not a lot of utility here and probably not any kits.
Dignitas to defend against match point now.
Yeah, if they lose this, it could be an easy closeout for Conquest. There's so much pressure on Dignitas right now.
Yeah, because it's going back and forth, there's really no round bonus to supplement the fact that you are so close to winning.
All right, well, our crowd can do simple math, so that's nice. Tensky on the back of the red train brings out Shazam. Rush is there on the trade. AZ blind right now, but here's Naf. He takes out Kirby. Conquest with a 4 versus 3 advantage, still working in the outer site. The bomb is going down. You're going to see a similar hold, I would think. Actually, yeah, Rush, he's got to be in that ladder room. He's got a Molotov, and he is. He peeks out, finds a kill onto MSL. Maybe some deja vu happening on the outer side. Pimp will drop. Nice frag onto Daps. 2-on-2. These players are low. They're going to smoke off that room. And are they going to push through it? The Molotov is going out. Again, no kits here, buying that time. Nap finds one of the crossfire and Rush in the ladder room. Still actually quite a bit of time here. That smoke goes out. Rush peeks through it, finds the headshot. Match point Conquest and Dignitas. Not a lot of money to put into what could be the last round. And the Bob Ross t-shirt coming out.
My goodness. Yo, Rush has 5 clutch rounds so far to his name?
Yeah.
5 rounds in total. He's just won over and over again. Is it one more round? Is it?
It may not be. You got the Mag 7 here on AZ. The CZ on MSL has been outstanding.
It might be.
The ladder room's a place you're going to want to avoid. Let's actually find MSL. He's going inner this time. Oh, such a great flash. MSL just destroying them, cutting them down where they stand. Kirby and AZ also getting a frag. And it's Daps. 1 versus 4. Dignitas going to keep this real interesting. And what a play that is. Facing match point and just go all-out aggression.
Yeah. 2 ladder, 2 inner, and again, they get met. Instead of going down the ladder, instead of meeting them in ladder, Dignitas pushed through inner, and they hit him with a great flash. I mean, they were full blind, didn't stand a chance. MSL cleaned it up with the help of his teammates and AZ flanking from ladder. That was just too much. And Conquest, you know, have to eat that loss. They have to move into this round with 4 smokes but no armor.
Yeah, so not buying too much. I think they want to get that bomb down, get some more money going into round 30. You're going to see all of regulation, may even see OT. Pimp's got a scout. 3 AKs and M4A1S for the rest of Dignitas. The smokes are going down. AZ going to try to counter with one of his own, slowing him down with that flash. Bomb is working itself out. AZ in a very good position right now. Can intercept these players. That was the bomb. It was Daps moving forward. He's been the man in these plants on the outer bomb to go ahead and actually put the bomb down. So
now the smokes are going to dissipate. It's just going to be harder and harder to plant.
Yeah, Rush, I mean, 1 versus 4, what can you do? Pimp
Well,
will
we're
take
going
him
to
down.
30 rounds.
15-14, the full 30 rounds coming out. No bomb plant, so denied that extra money. And what do we got? Not a whole lot here for Conquest, and a very full buy for Dignitas.
Yeah, this is a poor man's buy for sure. I mean, it's going to look like somewhat of a force-up, but they got to make do with what they have and are clearly talking about what they should do in total. Shazam has been able to open up a couple of these rounds on T-side with his op, and so he's going to go for it with no armor. I wonder if they're going to split up into default, work it slow, test the waters a little bit.
Shazam, he's glass off right now. He's taking a lot of damage already, just down to 41. MSL anchoring that site by himself again, Pimp in the Z connector, and
holding oddly specific angles with that op. I mean, the last time it was just a full-on call-out, opping the left side of that T-con train, knowing that Tensky pushes up that way.
Doesn't look like anyone's going to climb up a ladder to walk into Shazam's crosshair this time. You got Naf with the Deagle, looking through just a sliver over at Ivy. Daps is in the inner halls, and yeah, there's Naf.
All these little bits of damage are very relevant. I mean, Shazam doesn't have armor. Oh, Dap's trying to pull a one-man fake right now.
Yeah, he's trying to get them to rotate over. Stanislaw going to be shut down by Tensky. Shazam still with that op. Rush coming out of the ladder. He goes down to AZ. Shazam, nothing! Not even sure if he shot. Might have thrown the quick switch in before the bullet went out. So just Daps in a 1 versus 4. I mean, what can you do from this situation?
Oh, we got, like, any way you look at it, this is going to be OT. I mean, Daps has a Tech 9. He has to go for it, obviously. There's going to be almost no chance for him to do this. I mean, we don't want to call it too soon, but here he is spotted and down to red HP.
Trying to do what he can. And
that's it. We're going to OT.
So Conquest has already been involved in a double overtime versus Virtus Pro on Inferno. So, I mean, that's quite a bit of LAN experience right there, right? You can give them some experience just from this event, having played VP pretty decently. Dignitas, I don't know. They're the ones that make the comeback. I think Dignitas has a little bit more of that momentum going into this, but the way that these rounds have gone, I still think it's just going to be so close. There's been multiple rounds where all 10 people have died.
Yeah, it's going to be an absolute slaughter. I mean, like, just the amount of clutch rounds in that game, just overall, both halves, it's just been unreal.
Look at Rush,
look at this.
6 1vx kills.
Yeah, I mean, we can look at the kill distribution and see just like 31 kills for AZ. He's obviously done the most work on the siege. Shazam had a 28 frag. Yeah, and you would think, like, I mean, everybody's got well over 20 here. Daps and Pimp lagging behind.
Yeah. I mean, Daps has
Pimp
definitely been a bit of a sacrificial role when they go into those outer bomb sites, or any bomb site for that matter. He seems to be the one man running in by himself.
Look at this.
Punching in the code and trying to get the bomb down.
The ADR by far favors Dignitas, but Conquest, just because they won so many clutch rounds, are able to keep it competitive.
Yeah. And all the players are ready to go here into OT, so it won't be too much longer to get this ridiculous series underway. Wanders is pretty hyped over there.
Yeah, that's absolutely nuts.
Oh. I mean, can Conquest, do you think they can pull this off?
I think they can pull it off.
They've got the crowd support. I'm sure that's got to be helping. Some noises probably coming through.
All in all, this is so NA versus EU, right?
Yeah, it really
Coming
is.
down to the wire every round, individual performances, keeping NA in the game, and overall, a lot of the more decisive rounds go in the way of Dignitas. But then at the same time, eco rounds going back and forth, and so it can be really hard to talk about from an analytic perspective. But
they realize you're not playing, right? And of course, third map, if needed, is going to be Cash. But keep your eyes peeled to the screen.
That
here.
rolls off the tongue. Here we go, Helium.
Yeah, not really. Don't even bother with the chance.
I love it.
It's okay.
Helium's blushing.
I'm not.
Yep.
I just want to get this
this
OT going, but of course, I'm sure the teams are taking some time to talk about this, make sure they know exactly what to do.
There they are. The buys are coming out. So yeah, they just need
to his teammates.
You know, the playbook gets really run dry at this point. You get to OT, you've done so many things, you've tried so many things out, and obviously, you know, you've played the fullest on both sides. I mean, these are 8-7 halves we're talking about, as even as you can get, and so you really have to find a way to reinvent yourself, and it couldn't come at a more important time. It will be the team to adapt to win.
Well, MSL going up the lower ramp here. He's got that smoke out. Usually you see him sitting back in the site, this time getting a bit more aggressive. Not too aggressive though, just putting that smoke down, conditioning them to
Is Shazam going to walk?
being there. And Shazam going in for the peek, but Pimp taking him down. So winning that sniper battle at Ivy, that's going to be a big way to start it off for Dignitas.
Yeah, it's an enormous kill. Look at the response, the reaction from Dignitas. Smoking off Ivy, a couple of players on the site. Still a 4-1, however, and the bomb is moving back to inner. No one's here to hear it. Like, if we had Tensky pushed up into T-Con, he would be hearing the frantic rotate, but it looks like MSL firing a couple warning shots.
Yeah, but I don't know. That site is still
Definitely a tense
defended.
moment.
And they're going to try to get these Molotov smokes and flashes in. Dan, is he going to be the man on point? Oh, they're throwing it around.
3 inner.
Yeah, they've pulled those rotations. Of course, it's not very long on the way back. Will they have any other smokes? Snap does have another smoke if they can get it down into Z. Tensky on top of the green train does find Rush. They know he's went into old hell there. AZ finds one. Kirby another. Just Stand now. Can only get one frag for himself. Dignitas keep 4 people alive.
You know, fantastic round for Dignitas. They actually had pushed Ivy there, so they knew that the Ivy split, there would be no chance of it. They didn't have to reposition their guys outer to worry about more than 2 angles, and that allows you, with your backs to Ivy, to play certain positions that are more favorable for dealing with T-Con and ladder. And because they had that flank, no matter what happened on the outer side, they had a guaranteed round. Almost certainly that T-Con push would have gotten 2 kills and had that player stay alive, no problem. So that was a really good idea. Once they got that 5v4, they saw the inner fake come out. They knew there was at least 3 people selling this fake that they could push inner for that, or Ivy for that information. They got away with it. Really good positional play from Dignitas.
Tensky starting that run off aggressive. A couple shots through the smoke will fall back a bit. Nice flash, forces Stan to turn. He wasn't blind, but he also wasn't looking at him. So that'll work out for Tensky. AZ finds Rush. And another one onto Shazam. AZ is such a force to reckon with here on Train. That was his 34th kill. 9 more than anyone else on his team. Daps trying to bring it back. It's 1 kill for Conquest, but we had all those rounds that were so close in regulation. We've got to these just full buys from both teams into OT, and Dignitas have more than likely kept 4 people alive in both of them.
I mean, almost certainly a huge reason why, actually going for this. You know, the thing is, it would have been so hard to save, and there is absolutely no reason Dignitas would not want to chase in that situation, that it would have been hard for him to not and instead try to go for kills. But yeah, Conquest lost 2 in a row. This is not going to be a big buy for them. Dignitas having a fantastic half so far, and as I was trying to allude to, Dignitas in many of those late rounds, or later in the half, they didn't have a lot of money to win the rounds, and then they would win a round and lose one, and then go up and then have to force buy to try and bring it back. When they have full equipment, it seems like they've got a better idea of how they have their feet on the ground. And Conquest T side, even though it was pretty awesome, it did come down to a lot of 1v1s, and so I think ultimately we will see CT high-sided halves on both from both teams. But that being said, Dignitas went 3 in a row. I mean, they've done their job. Look at how low the buy is for Conquest right now, having only had 10K for 3 rounds.
Yeah, it's not even enough to support the terrorists if they lose all their guns twice. Kirby started Dignitas off strong with a double spray down. MSL and it are about to be tested. He gets Rush, will deny that bomb any chance of going down. Shazam with a nice 1 dig. Instilling some faith in the crowd there. But Stan, good for the 1 versus 2. He's got no utility to work with, only a Tech 9 and a Dream right now. Dignitas looking likely to take the 3-0. Empty hype. Thank you, Kevin. So 40 seconds. I mean, Stan can maybe try to maneuver and switch his position around. He's still staying on the lower ramp. Working his way in now. No one is actually watching it. They're just setting up a crossfire on the bomb from the looks of it. Well, peeking out now. Pimp's got the information. What can Stan do? Not quite close enough for those 1 taps.
Molotov in 20 seconds.
Throws the Molotov out. Finding one of them now. Actually dinks the player further back, but it doesn't matter. Dignitas, they keep 2 up, and they clean sweep the first half of OT from the CT side.
This will take a hero performance for Conquest. Like Dignitas,
yeah, no mistakes allowed for Conquest CT side.
These were 8-7 halves. I mean, this was like a relatively T-sided affair. I mean, overall, Dignitas won the half on T side, so that means the same can be said for both teams. And moving into this half, I mean, Conquest literally have to 3-0 it or they're out. I mean, this is it. Dignitas are on match point right now and could end it right here and now.
So the op for Shazam, of course. Pimp taking the op duel and winning it on the first round of OT up against Shazam. Maybe Shazam can do the same, and they'll actually invest. They had a bit of success with the double op rounds. Naf got 2 kills, and Shazam got 2 kills the first time they brought out the double ops. Maybe they can replicate that. But again, no mistakes for them, or we're going over to Cash.
Who doesn't love Cash, Helium?
It's not my favorite, I'm going to be honest. That is to play, not so much to cast. And here's Pimp on the dumpsters over here at Ivy. And the smokes will go down, so I'll just go ahead and change course. They'll leave one there to watch it, though, which is pretty smart. That'll be Tensky taking up that role. And MSL and Stan, quite a matchup here.
Yeah, so the information they have no like forward aggressive control anywhere except for ladder. And it looks like ladder might be contested at any point. I mean, there's definitely a possibility for it. And it looks like, was that a, I don't know, it's a flash through inner. Yeah, I'm launching a flash of his own
Full
and then
flashes
falling
himself.
off. Just giving himself the ability to fall back. But they were playing forward aggressive and now they're not. But they don't have information anywhere, so they're definitely relying on sight holes. And it looks like the bomb being handed down.
Yeah, it looks like they want to bring it back to Ivy. That smoke went down earlier, so they're probably expecting it, or expecting no more smokes from a Conquest.
Oh, Rush going to take the first peek.
Oh, Rush finds the one, retreats back to a safer position. A very, very smart play from him. Nafly gets an op shot onto Tensky. Pimp not able to even get Rush. He's still sitting at the blue door here in hell. Kirby takes him down, but Kirby's all alone going in 1 versus 4 in Conquest in a similar position that Dignitas were on their CT side.
Oh, they can actually destroy their economy right now. They
if
want
they
him
kill
alive.
him after time, yeah, wait for this.
Oh, no,
they do kill him, I think, before time, right?
Yeah. Oh, they win the round. They kill him before time. That is a little bit of a flub there. They only had to wait 2 more seconds, but we're probably so focused on the fact that they were about to win a round. And it was crucial. I mean, again, it is actually only 2 rounds in a row on CT side, and then you kind of have one gifted to you. Kind of. You know, they still have to secure it, but at the same time, Conquest off to a good start. I mean, if we do see a 3 in a row, it is going to be
double OT.
Double OT.
Kevin will have a lot more writing to do to get the double in there. He wants to keep popping that map up. Nap with the op. Oh!
Wow.
Takes off Tensky.
He's a primary.
Yep, so there's Naf opening up the round strong. Dignitas now starting to use some of that utility. We've got AZ and MSL over in the halls by the inner bomb site. Pulling that, of course, is Stana's Law. Being supported right now by Shazam from Z. The smokes go down, flashes coming out. Bomb not even picked up yet, so.
Truly committing to that spray there actually turns it into a headshot. Now it's 5v3. And again, you might actually consider saving. I mean, you can still win this round 3v5. If it gets any uglier than this, though, moving into the next round, not having any money, but then having a couple of AKs, that can make a huge difference. And they do just need 1 more round.
Yeah, so Kirby's going to take point, working into the inner bomb site. He's pushed pretty far. Stan's already taken out AZ. Kirby's there, but Shazam quickly getting that trade. That leaves Pimp in a 1 versus 4. He will take down Daps. Can't be quicker than Shazam, though.
Yep,
and everybody dies, so we know that the buy won't be great.
No,
Tech 9s and AK or 2.
Yeah, I mean, they have to sacrifice some AKs here for some equipment. I mean, they will have to make that decision. It looks like Pimp will be the one to bite the bullet here. And yeah, we still have 3 smokes on the board. That is something. This buy isn't actually as bad, I think, because they opted not to opt.
All right, the double op still there for Shazam and Naf, though. Shazam over in Z and Naf at Ivy. He's been smoked off from the green train, so he can't really help his teammates. He rotates around over to Old Bomb. Shazam still watching inner, and that's where the real aggression is. He takes down MSL. Can he get another one on the cross? AZ has pushed quite aggressive to the CT side of this inner yard. Almost getting a double spread down. Just finds the one. Shazam and Rush taking down AZ and a Pimp. 3-on-1. Kirby planted the bomb, but it's the last round of OT1. Kirby is going to be difficult. He can't get it done. Rush
go into double OT
with the 2K, and we're going into double OT on train here. So Conquest answering the question. They could definitely keep up in these full rifle rounds.
Look at these guys not celebrating at all. They know their job is not done. Yeah. They are still in this. Oh my goodness, double OT. Can you believe it? Do they want to just jump right into it?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you would think so, right? Conquest winning that 3 in a row more recently than Dignitas would want to start it right away. You're looking at Shazam still maintaining the top frag position right now for Conquest with 34, Rush at 30, 25 on Stan, who started off this map huge.
Yep.
23 on Naf, and just the 14 on Daps.
Yep.
But
And it was still, you know, the CT sides have been cleaned up. We got into OT, and that shows you that these teams are adapting to each other. The fact that they are playing those CT advantages to perfection, really. I mean, keeping 3 alive on a round means that they're doing everything right. I mean, they're holding all the right angles to open up the round versus aggressive op peaks, and then late in the round, just securing the sites with proper rotation.
I think Dignitas, though, kept 4 alive in all of their rounds, so you can maybe say it was a little more dominant. And having just seen 3 of Conquest, and they get to go against Conquest CT side again, and maybe they can adapt a little bit more and be the first team in the overtime to get around on the terrorist side. Yep. And when you get into OTs like this, I mean, the first team to get the round on the T side might be the determining factor, and the players are ready to go. The crowd is hyped. Hopefully, if you're watching online here on MLG.TV, you are hyped as well. Is it the hype train or is it the train hype?
I feel like we just got a crowd full of John Cena's right now.
Yeah. Can the crowd make the John Cena song? That would be amazing.
She's belligerent.
Yeah, close enough. All right. Shazam and Naf are going to keep up with the double ops. Dignitas hadn't quite found their answer for that one yet. Where has Tensky got himself? He's actually got out in between the red, green, and blue trains. Roche just on the other side of that smoke. Tensky going to push down. He's on 9 HP right now. They have taken Daps out of the round. It was Kirby that did that, but Rush is going to drop the bomb. Peeks out. Doesn't even need to get that kill. Shazam's got the E-box covered. Naf getting one as they come out of Ivy. That was Tensky. It's just pimping AZ right now. AZ in a great place to get a kill for free. Stan looking down the ladder. He might regret that one. A bomb down, now picked up by Pimp. Not quite able to plant yet. Shazam's got a great shot with this op. Oh, actually, both ops here. Yeah, both ops on the retake. Naf did connect onto the player out of ladder. Pimp gets the frag onto Shazam into the 1 versus 1. How many rounds have got this close? Oh, he connects. He sees it, but Pimp re-peeking too quickly.
Oh my God.
3K for Pimp, and there it is, the first terrorist round.
Yeah, that could denote, that could mean so much. I mean, the fact that there's been only 1 terrorist round to be won since regulation, I mean, that's a big deal. Dignitas also winning that in a 1v1, super close. Conquest won't be happy about that. And again, if Dignitas do win this round, it's pretty much over. It's pretty much over.
And opping, it can be an addiction and an expensive one at that. Yeah. Going for the double ops again, so you know that if Conquest drops this round, they're going to have almost nothing for the last round of OT. Very, very important right now, of course, as MSL trying to work in, gets past that smoke. They realize that no one has pushed up, neither Shazam nor, who's the other man in there? Stan and Naf playing in the inner site.
Oh, and if they try to walk across upper right now, oh, actually, Shazam is watching that from the whoa, misses
Shazam
the shot.
Actually on the inner side. Yeah, misses that shot. Oh, Stan sending one flying. He actually gets 2. AZ's there. Gets that kill. Shazam, small opportunity for another frag immediately. You can maybe find it later.
MSL.
Dignitas gets the bomb down. MSL in a fantastic spot. Takes down Daps. Evens up. Actually, no, grabbing the advantage. AZ getting another one. Rush to get it even again in a 2 versus 2. No kits here on Rush for Naf, and AZ peeking out and finding 2, a 4K on the round. The man that's been such a force for Dignitas has to step up even more to get them through this. He's got 42 kills.
Dignitas absolutely did it that round. I mean, they got inside. They had the perfect read at Shazam. Honestly, like, it looked like that shot was just so close, so close. And now Conquest are on their last limbs. Shazam is Scout, no armor. Glass Cannon Scout.
Stan's got a Nova here.
A Nova. But is he... I was going to make a terrible joke. I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, don't do it. It's 22 rounds to win in OT2. Dignitas looking for the clean sweep on the T side. If that gets replicated by Conquest in this series, it's going to be one of the more ridiculous ones.
Yeah.
Probably already one of the more ridiculous ones.
Yeah. We saw Dignitas to be able to do this on the force up. When they played hyper aggressively. This round, oh, doing some early damage, trading. Double OT hype.
Hey, he got it. Nicely done. Dang, I can't. If he can get a kill with this shotgun, that might rattle Dignitas a little bit. So far, Dignitas hasn't committed to anything quite yet. MSL's got the bomb. He's out over at ladder, just waiting. Could go inner, could go outer, depending on what his team wants to do. There's 3 ready to explode out the mid room.
40
for
seconds.
Dignitas.
Ooh.
Oh, Daps was actually playing close inside. He'll be brought down. It's going to be Rush completely flashed with the CZ, trying to do damage. Oh, MSL just goes right by him, but Rush doesn't find the kill. Wants to go up the ladder. There's still a player up there waiting, so that wouldn't have been much better. Dies anyways. Naf with the 5-7. It's actually Shazam with the scout who will drop the bomb. And connecting another shot, but again, it's just that scout. You got to hit the head for the 1 tap.
And they do it. Yeah. 3 rounds on T side.
On T side. This is going to be a lot more difficult for Conquest.
I don't see a world where we're not going to a second map right now. Third map, yeah. Final map. You could definitely call it. I mean, Conquest really have to dig deep at this moment. I mean, they have to dig super deep. And to exploit the defenses of Dignitas after that, I mean, first of all, losing the first round to a 1v1.
Yeah, that 1v1 was very close. He even hit it was Naf, right, with the op. He even hit the shot, got the no-scope to the leg. But Pimp just, the super quick repeat. Probably didn't even let go of mouse 1. It's
definitely a game of, who makes less mistakes, which some say, just exists throughout every match you play, especially at a level like this. But it really becomes apparent when teams know each other so well, especially in the server on the day of. And they have spent quite a long time together.
Yeah, it's been a really fun match so far. I mean, Combo was explosive. Train's been absolutely nuts. And some of that could come down to it. I highly doubt coming into this that, Dignitas scouted Conquest or Conquest really scouted Dignitas. They were looking at those teams like Navi, like BP, and it's made this a very exciting match. Shazam's taking some early damage. MSL's taking a bit more. And AZ's down. Shazam takes his head off with the op. Tensky now going to look to get aggressive. He's been very good when Dignitas is at that man disadvantage on the CT side to get into that mid room. He had a double FAMAS spray down against VP.
Also denies the trade. Oh, he's down to very low HP. A couple of players hurt here. MSL, Tensky, and Pimp also
so low.
Down. Less than 100 HP.
That nade taking Pimp down to 5. Rush gonna look out. He brings down Pimp. Another low one here on the back of the other train. Rush gets that one. Now found one. He's on 2 HP. MSL by himself on 32. Pushes out through the smoke. He's gone onto the bomb train. And actually, the bomb not even in Conquest possession yet. Going back for it is Rush. Spots a man. Doesn't have time to take the shot.
Inner is clean. They've got 30 seconds for the rotate.
Going all the way back inner. Daps is already there. Daps might even just find this kill.
They can call them to go ladder, yeah. They can just call for him to go ladder.
Oh, MSL. Death from above finds Daps. Now with a bit of a chance here on the round. Is he going to flash himself through? Bomb has been planted. Naf wasn't in a position to help, but Rush won't need it. Gets the shot. And they find their round.
Oh, man, they do
on
it.
On T side.
On T side, the first round. And they need 2 more. Again, they win 1 more, and then all of a sudden, it's a round that should go the way of them as well. And then we're seeing another OT. I can't believe it. After an entire 2 halves in first OT of straight CT victories, Conquest still look alive.
Conquest now on the T side. Still go for the double ops, but Pimp bests Shazam out in middle, so right back down to the single op. Only Naf with 1 now. And this all again playing on top of that Pop Dog train inner. Tensky going up on the trains, looking into that mid room. If Naf has got those reads to look on top of the trains. Looks like he may.
Because I have this other op. And,
MSL not hitting the shots, but didn't take that much damage. But Rush moving in quickly, finishes him off 4-on-4 right now. Molotov to Z, but AZ snuck in beforehand outside Tensky. Actually, will bring down the lurker, which was Shazam in that scenario. The bomb to be planted here any moment now, but a nade taking out Rush, who was low. Daps on 25 HP. Oh, can't get the frag. Tensky. Naf on 20 and a 1 versus 3. This is a big reach, and he'll go down, and that's it. Dignitas, 22 rounds, win it in double OT.
Wow. What a match. I mean, that's just got to take so much out of you, but what a great game from both teams. So exciting to watch. And we'll almost certainly have a short break before the third match because that was quite a game. Quite a game.
It was. And at the end of it there, let's see what the total kill count was for AZ, because he was absolutely ridiculous. Over to Train. AZ with 44 kills.
Oh my goodness.
Which is insane. I mean, Shazam was putting on a great performance as well. He had 38. The next closest is Rush with 36. And Rush had so many great clutch kills. We go back to regulation when he's getting those 1v2s. 1vx's, whatever. Maybe there's 2 up on the post plant, but he gets in that ladder room. He's got that Molotov perfectly timed to get onto the back of the bomb train. Very well played. That gets him through the very, very close rounds in regulation. It continues that into the second OT. It was a bit one-sided from both sides in the first OT, but I mean, that was a lot of rounds. We've talked about it a lot. Let's see what the desk has to say now. We're going down to Scoots, Thorne, and Richard.
Thank you, gentlemen. So close. I mean, again, they start out great, but they also started out great on the CT side.
I mean, obviously a lot to dig into. Hopefully we can shine a light on this match, much like someone did on Londa's face there.
Yeah.
You know when you get like a
shiny.
shoe shine and makes your shoes, I can see my face in him. He can see his own face in his face.
Isn't that an REM song?
Anyway,
Shiny,
enough
happy
about
people. Shiny, happy Londers.
I've done
Mate, you've done me.
I've done it.
It's too late. It's too late.
It's over for you, Londas.
Let's look at the box score.
That was quite a map, wasn't it?
Crazy stuff.
And AZ again.
Why has everyone got 100 kills?
AZ again, though, just going absolutely mental at this LAN.
Yeah.
Absolutely phenomenal performance. 44 kills, but only 28 deaths. I mean, obviously the MVP when you consider they had to narrowly win it in overtime there. So this could have been a 2-0. It really could have, Scott. It was looking like it was going to be for a while. Think of the start. Wasn't it like 6-0 start on CT side? But there's a reason why Dignitas picked this map. They're better overall on both of the sides. They got the win in the end. What's weird is, for 1.5, the first map and the first half of this one, things were still going great for Conquest. They were winning clutch situations, but towards the end, they started to lose some of those clutch situations. That's really what, in the end, was the decider on the test.
Yeah, I mean, that and the fact that, like, you can just see there from the score, like, Daps didn't really, do a great deal, really. And,
it died a lot.
Yeah, it did that as well. Yeah, they did kind of run out of steam. I just wonder now if they're going to regret it, because it was there for the taking, really.
Yeah.
They should have closed that game out, at, like, what was it, 15-12? So
that must have taken a lot out of them.
Yeah, well, it definitely will going into this deciding game now.
And one thing that we noticed, even on the CT side, they got up, they were doing exactly what they needed to, and then Stanislaus seemed to like over push that inner side. He kept pushing them, and they started waiting.
They were
for
just
him.
overreaching,
Yeah.
They thought like, oh, the game's won.
Yeah.
If I just make the hero play now, I'll win it.
Yeah.
And in the end, that actually let Dignitas back in the door.
Yeah, and I think there was a force buy, and he was the only one with a real type rifle, and he rushed right into them. You know? And
to be fair, they got caught out. It was actually quite. I mean, it's a standard tactic, so it's not anything super intelligent. But Dignitas did this push with the CZs up into the white walls in that toilet area. Got a kill very early, got a gun very early, and that makes it, at that point it's 15-13, or might even been 15-13, and then, so you go into the next one, they're like, we've still got a round to play with, so they only pick up the Tech 9s, then it's 15-14, and then you go to the last one, it's like, it's the force buy. That's when you've really got to come up clutch, and Dignitas did it, took it to the overtime, and they just grinded out the result, really. I mean, Conquest showed a lot of character to stay in. There was like the overtimes. They were obviously 3-0 down, and kept battling back.
Yeah.
So they've got character. But I just wonder now going into this last map if they're going to regret what should have been an opportunity to 2-0 a European team.
yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, what's worrying for Conquest is you'd like to say, right, well, it doesn't matter. They were in with a chance to win it there. They didn't manage to get it on the second map. But what tends to happen now with these marathon games like that, where the first 2 maps have been tons and tons of rounds, all those overtimes on that one, you're going to end up in a scenario where you go into a third map, and if you start slow, you might just get beaten really quickly. And then you'll feel like, oh, what happened? We were in with a chance there. And instead, you basically got embarrassed because you had nothing left in the tank.
These guys behind us are setting up the standard human tunnel, so when their heroes run through,
I see.
they're going to do
I was going to ask them if they
high
had
fives.
any beers. Any boys drinking?
No.
No?
They're not able to drink or gamble, so hope you have no skins bet.
If any of you are holding out, don't hold out on me, right, okay?
All right,
I'll come see you boys in a bit.
we're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we will dive into Cash, the final map of the night, one way or another. Someone's winning, someone's going home. Be right back.
No.
All right, folks, we are back. Last match of the night, last map of the night. Winner is going to play Mouse Sports tomorrow. Loser's going to sit and watch. Last map, Cash.
Hopefully they get a good crack at it, and we'll be there praying for it to end, Rich.
So thoughts on Cash?
It's pretty good, actually.
Not a bad map.
It's the only reason
we
I'm
don't
here
wear
right
these
now.
if I
The
got
only
a
reason
break.
I'm here right
I
now
gotta
is
like it.
Cash, mate. I can tell you that much.
So you
No,
hate it right now?
Honestly,
I think Dignitas is going to get this.
yeah, I mean, you know how it's like one of those foretold things where it's like they had the opportunity there to put them to bed. They should have been able to knock them out. Now it's like the Rocky
That
story.
drains you a bit, I think.
It's the Rocky
Which one?
4, you know?
Well, okay. I don't know which one.
He's like, still, I cannot break him. It's like that, right? Like they should have absolutely wrecked him, and now Rocky's going to come back and Drago them. And unfortunately, in this instance, Dignitas is the Italian stallion. So, but who knows? I mean, like Cash is always been a good map to NA teams. I'm sure these players individually have a lot of practice on it. Again, as you can see, these two teams aren't a million miles apart in terms of just individual ability. So who knows? Who knows?
So you're keeping your prediction. Are you changing your prediction by chance? Are you North American for a little while?
No, I still think Dignitas just going to shade it, sadly.
Right.
But it'll be close, and Conquest can hold their heads up high no matter how it goes down.
All right, the map is Cash. One last time, Helium and Launders, take it away.
Shiny face!
Thank you for that. We're going into Cash.
Oh,
the
yeah.
map at this land. Both these teams actually banned it. I mean, you're going up against Liquid. It's a good map for them. Both of them played VP as well. Good map for them. So they've both banned it once. I'm sure they're still prepared to play it. I mean, Conquest and NA team. Dusty and Cash has seen a lot here in the scene. And I think that's us, I'm sure, is no stranger as well. We're getting the weirdest noises in
Some
our
weird
headsets.
noises.
I don't know what's going on, but
Here we are, about to start.
here we are in the pistol.
We're in it for a good time, not a long time, right?
Exactly. So, all armor across for Dignitas.
That means no kits, right? And that actually is curious to me. I wonder if that means that they're going to be playing. No, it looks like an aggressive A setup in it, and a mid split to come out. So this is a great answer from Dignitas to the setup.
Oh, there's Kirby with the first kill. Daps has made his way up highway pretty far. MSL going to get pinned here at the fork. Stan takes him down. AZ just playing in the site with that USP. Can actually convert that kill. Look at Stan getting 2. Daps with 1. It's up to Pimp and Tensky right now. Now just Pimp in a 1 versus 4. He goes down to Shazam. Conquest, when it comes to the pistol rounds, are almost unstoppable. They've only dropped to 1 so far this series, of which they corresponded 1 in the next round anyways.
Typically, there's 2 or 3 ways that you can play a CT pistol round. That's a couple people pushing B, retake on A, have a kid and a Molotov for the plant. Instead, they played a 3A setup with 2 on rotate. Conquest ran right into it, head first into it with just a Z smoke, and managed to trade out so effectively. AZ missed an important frag on the site. That could have been the round, but at the same time, so many players rely for Conquest at the end of it. I'm not even sure exactly where that butterfly effect could have been stopped.
Well, Pimp was trying to get a kill around that smoke that didn't quite make it up onto the Z connector. Oh, Daps hitting the invisible corners. Might have actually just chucked that one on the wall straight up. Here's Kirby on top of the Shroud box. 2 big kills here with that CZ. The CZ has certainly been a thorn in the side of Conquest. MSL with a massive performance with it on train, but Rush and Shazam trying to bring it back, but then there's Pimp with the P250 into the 2-on-2. The weapon advantage certainly here for Conquest, and they're moving over to that B site with the bomb. Should be able to get it down. It's just going to be Pimp here first. It'll take a little bit longer for Kirby to show up, but he has picked up a UMP.
Yeah. Oh. Dying early. That's a bit of a problem. You know, you don't want to let the bomb go down. I mean, you got to take a risk. He also had no armor and wanted to stop the plant. I mean, that was his primary objective. But Kirby now on the rotate just doesn't have a lot of time, health, no kit. I mean, it's odd stacks against him here, and he might make the decision to save at some point, but he can also make it expensive.
Yeah, it seems like they've spotted him now, unless it was just some random pitter-patter of bullets at the wall. And yeah, there it is, Kirby.
Yep.
He's got a CZ, a UMP. He could drop that CZ to someone in the next round, or use it himself, throw the UMP. So he's
that was some
pretty
really
big
sick
player.
shooting from him on the boost there. Getting that first frag, dropping off into A main, and getting the second one with the last of the bullets. Coming away with the UMP. It's definitely a big win for both teams here. Planting that bomb is going to bolster the economy of Conquest, but having 2 alive means that it's going to cost them a lot of money. So,
and let's see, he's already, yep, okay, AZ is going to go ahead and take the CZ. Kirby himself will stay on with the ump, looking at Conquest by now. SMG, Tech 9, and 3 rifles.
And here, Kirby, the only one with armor. Dignitas certainly eating the loss right now.
Well, he's going in first here. He's got a lot of support behind him. And they don't actually go for the push. That flash will stop them in their tracks.
This is a B split out the gate, but they've spotted a couple of players. I mean, will they cancel?
Yeah, Kirby's in a very dangerous spot right now, but he will be checked. Naf going through the vents first. That's the one thing Kirby really didn't want to happen. He did almost find that frag, though. And MSL falling on the site. Stan with another kill. That submachine gun. Just 3 players up now for Dignitas. The bomb's still not going down. The bomb's actually in the mid room right now, sliding over to A and then turning right back around. So maybe a little indecision there, but they feel now that the site is clear. They got Shazam into a lurk spot. AZ fighting that aim punch.
Wow.
Lands
like
that kill
beast.
on Shazam. Yeah, that was a manly play right there.
4v3, and they're just going to try to make it expensive, as we've mentioned so many times. But Conquest still do come away with the round. They got the bomb down again, and every time you plant the bomb, it's going to help your economy. You can win the round, you know, by killing everybody, but this is an objective-based game, and planting the bomb means that you get so much more out of a round if you win it that way. And I think the bomb was rotating back to A because they almost sniffed out the stack, but because the kills were made, they decided to run it back.
All right, well, AZ will get one more. 3 rifles preserved, and a lot of money going to be coming in for Conquest. Once again, a great start off to a map. They've clearly got the crowd support, so I'm sure that is helping them quite a bit. It may be getting to the heads of Dignitas.
I wouldn't doubt it.
But Dignitas with the chance here to silence the crowd if they can take this first rifle and start to turn it around early on.
Yeah, absolutely. Invested a lot in this round. Again, we see these 5-0s happen so often, and it's just a matter of the terrorists winning a round right after that quick 3-0. And here on Cash, I mean, you could say it's almost CT or almost T-sided sometimes. So, I mean, even though it might be easy for a terrorist to do it, you could see the exact same thing come right back and happen to them in the second half. So.
Well, the door will open, so they know that something is up at A at least. The smoke will go out from Nap, and now they're coming in. Forklift, the Molotov goes down. AZ will fall. He doesn't get a kill. Daps opening it up. Pip, though, 2 here from Quad. Has dropped the bomb, nearly finding a third through the smoke, but Rush get it in close. 3-on-3 right now. Bomb still not down. And all the CTs have got here going in for the retake before the bomb's even planted. It's gone down. Kirby and A man of a quick kill as Rush kind of stuck on the bomb site right now in that default position. I think that's Shazam over at Quad, and that Molotov unfortunately going to be extinguished immediately by the smoke that was already down. Flash in, Rush will turn in a beautiful headshot onto Tensky. Now Kirby 1 versus 2, knows that player's there, gets tagged up, still wins that battle against Rush. He's going to go up top. Shazam, does he still have the op out? He does. Takes one more shot, will go down. And
wow.
He does have the time.
Actually does pull it off. That's enormous. And wow, right at the last second.
Yeah, that's a big round. Kirby getting a 3K.
You know, Pimp getting that 2K was cleanup for the fact that AZ went down for free. And even though they gave up the op for Kirby to have the awareness to feel that Rush would push around the site, I mean, that was almost a little bit risky considering how much time was remaining, but leaving Shazam in that 1v1 was, I think, where they fell apart. Dignitas now, though, have a round to their name. Conquest can still buy, but this is going to be a 2-for-1 round for both teams.
Yep.
Whoever wins this wins big.
So a lot of importance here on this round, and you can see 3 FAMAS for Dignitas. It's not going to be the best. They still got kits, and Shazam with the op, finding the very first frag just like that. And another one over the boost, bringing down AZ. That's got to hurt. Dignitas now in a 3 versus 5 with a minute and 20 seconds in the round, a little less than that now. MSL's got into the vent position, and Shazam has moved off to drop it into A main, and it looks like everyone is going that way. Kirby up on the catwalk. He is the only defender here on the A bomb site.
We see the counter boost at mid. It's not something that you need to hold, and you got to assume that a site will be taken at some point now. Kirby, lone man in here, looks for a frag.
Oh, TK from Naf. That's definitely going to help out Dignitas' effort as they're moving in. I think MSL just spotted the bomb at Fence, but he turns over. Daps to his right, gets the kill. Tensky knows that Daps is pinned in there, but still it's 1 versus 3. That's very difficult. He's going to back away to try to save the FAMAS. I don't think Conquest actually finds the op. Nicely done, and will even turn around. Bomb just actually going down now, and the planter there is not going to leave the site. That was Shazam.
Yeah, this is phase 1 of your clutch. You know, the bomb just goes down. You're going to look for a mistake to be made. And wow!
Oh, what a
Shazam,
quick
after spotting over
there
the
by
boost,
Shazam.
right out the side and takes that shot immediately. On point, 3 kills in that round, right?
Yeah, started off strong, opening up with the first 2 over the boost there at middle, and closes it out with a nice one.
Yeah, and it looks like an actual force up here on the part of Dignitas. 4 players with armor, spending the majority of their money. I mean, they've got less than 1,000 apiece left over, and Conquest might not anticipate it. Yeah, it definitely is risky.
And let's see what Conquest will want to do. They're just waiting very patiently on any mid pushes.
Oh, failing the boost.
Yeah, so Kirby not going to be up on top of the boxes there in the A site. Playing very, very close to this tour.
Yeah, looks like a standard 2-3, where Dignitas are going to respond really quickly to rotates. I think Conquest knew this. They're going to treat it like an eco, and it is close to one. That because there's a minute remaining, there's no point in just running into something. Especially when the CTs are so thinned out, though.
Yeah, so a little bit of mid control now for Conquest. They've gone out to the vents. They're going to be breaking through. MSL starting to push into B main, takes a flash. Actually, blind Shazam more. The Deagle comes out, damage to both, but there's no frag made. Tensky with the CZ gets one. Caught on the reload, though. Rush takes him out. Pip had no armor, misses the first shot. Can't fight the aim punch with the Deagle. And it's 4-on-2. Some of these guys low. AZ gets the one. Won't let Stanislaw into that bomb site. And Rush has no one helping him out here. He is on the reverse side of that single box, so AZ couldn't do much, but there it is. As soon as he sees him, he takes him out. Kirby with the CZ on the flank. It's Naf by himself now. Flashbang going in. Naf will turn. He's just waiting on
This is a B main plant, not even a checker plant.
Naf peeks out, gets the one, so it's into a one-on-one, but AZ will get it, and great Eagle work from him, moving in there with the 3K.
It's always a huge mistake to go and plant the bomb and have 2 meaty people on the site, because your best after plant spots are always outside the site. You know, that's the philosophy they were trying to run when they took the site. They got the bomb down, but the thing was, because no one was there to actually help them plant, there was no one there to trade that frag. That could have been an easy road to win. And Dignitas exploited that, walking right into the site, winning that on an eco or a semi-force. It was a huge risk for them, and it actually paid off.
That was a massive risk. If they didn't get that, that would have allowed Conquest to build their money and get quite a lead.
Yeah, I mean, actually, if Conquest didn't plant the bomb on that round, they probably would have thought about saving.
All right, so still enough to buy a little bit here. I mean, the AKs come out. Daps, of course, just going utility with the Tech 9, and a little bit there for Naf with the smoke and the Molotov. Dignitas at least have all their M4s here in most of their nades. And this looks just like a full-on A-take from Conquest. So how aggressive is Kirby going to get? He goes over to the toxic barrels beneath the boost. Looking at the wall to dodge the flashes. Wants to look into Squeaky. AZ and Pimp starting it off strong here. Stan going to try to answer back. There's Naf, so into the 3-on-3. Pimp holding an angle with this op, though. Nice shot from him. Brings down Naf. Sees that player across the quad. Stan getting one more, though. 2-on-2. Tensky now arriving at the white truck. So everybody on A right now. Stan with another shot. 3K for him. But the lineup from Tensky! It doesn't get prettier than that.
Oh, my goodness. Lined up perfectly. Headshots. Wow, just piercing bullets right through him. Grabs both those kills. That's insane. Dignitas, that was a 1v2 from them. They had a 1v1 on the previous round. Their first round that they won ended up in a 1v1. Conquest now on the back foot, have to actually save. And it seemed like, honestly, in the early part of that take, Dignitas had a really good hold. Pimp got a kill, and I think AZ got a kill as well. And then they just got traded out immediately, and you wonder how that happened. Well, it's in that situation that you need someone like Tensky to come out and make a hero play and trade. Oh, the whole B site is actually taken. Tensky actually in a pretty bad spot, if not for MSL to come and get free.
Yeah, good thing he's got the A4 right there. He let him get pretty close, but he had those extra bullets. Ends up finding the 3 frags and, oh, actually 4 there.
Wow, it's huge.
4 kills to tie it up for 4.
Yeah, really supported his teammate in the site. That can be so hard if you let them actually get into the site, not watch checker, not watch that B main entrance to not get swarmed. And they did avoid that that hazard. So that was really nice support by him. 4-4 now, all tied up. Buy on both sides, but Conquest at a disadvantage.
Yeah, there's a bit more lacking in the utility department. Dignitas has everything, everybody with hits right now, and AZ and MSL starting it off strong. MSL pushing up a middle. Nicely done by him. AZ supporting with the Tomas from further away.
Again.
They'll take over the vents right now.
Yeah, and again, both these teams fighting for their life in this tournament, actually coming down to
Yeah.
the wire with this map.
MSL on the rooftops out here in the middle, hoping someone goes over that boost from the terrace. And it looks like he might get what he wants.
Daps setting up for a flash out mid. I wonder if that would even blind MSL in this position. Ooh, the offhand Molotov.
Oh man, but they distract him enough. He was so ready for someone to come over the boost, starts taking the battle at lower mid, and then Rush comes over. In the end, it may not matter. It was a bit of a nice team play, but it wasn't enough to bring that round back.
Yeah, that was very nice. Solid defense. I mean, if Conquest want to take it too slow, they're at risk of dealing with great cost fires on the part of Dignitas. Their mid control seems strong, and the only time that Conquest have really been able to get into A was off the back of some insane trade frags and also grabbing AZ for free, which is not something you're going to be able to do every round. It's funny, he's interesting. He's actually moving around quite a bit, right? We had AZ at the AZ's at middle. He's kind of following Conquest around and being a real thorn in their side.
And there was a quick pause. I'm not exactly sure. It's still pretty early on, so I'm thinking maybe it was just a quick tech issue. But we're already back into it, so here we go. Right out of freeze time. We got actually just one smoke, one flash, some upgraded pistols. Conquest will try to get the bomb down, and Dignitas just going to try to stay alive.
Yep. Small lead in the Twitter poll.
They get aggressive, though. Still working out for him, and then going 2 for 2. AK now on Stanislav, who doesn't have head armor and has gone down, but did have armor and could have been a threat. Here's Daps with one more, getting the player out of highway, moving through MSL. Taking a while to bring him down, but does find a kill on the Daps and a very quick shot onto Shazam. So honestly, with what Conquest put into the round, killing 3 people, that's pretty good. But Dignitas now have got the lead by 2 at 6-4.
Yeah, I mean, they would have wanted to get a plant, but they still got 3 kills. They made that round very expensive for Dignitas, and the nice shout out from Pimp to Daps, because that was a pretty crazy P250 through the smoke on a highway to neutralize Pimp. And now Conquest are at a slight disadvantage, lead-wise, economically.
A little more utility for Conquest to work with here on round 11, and Shazam does have that off. He's in A main waiting for that push. I think someone might have gone over that smoke. Someone has pushed in. Look where Kirby is over here on the locker side. Looks like Rush is going to check it. Kirby is quicker, surviving with 19. Might not be able to get out of that position, and AZ about to come in with this counter boost. Has made noise, though.
A lot of noise. Sometimes you have to give that up, but no.
It won't matter. Finds Naf. Shazam now in a pretty tight spot. Turns, misses that shot. AZ with 2. Here's Daps with a pretty nice shot. It was a 2v5, now onto a 2v4. Stan making it now possible. 2v3 with Kirby, who is quite low. They've scooped up the bomb. They've got 50 seconds to go, and they're in the middle of the map.
Conquest working a default is almost never working out so far. Dignitas, if they are given enough time, manage to find a correct place to push or just have the proper forward aggression on wherever the aggression may come from, either middle, out A, or even towards B. But at this point, it's 2v3. Kirby is very low, and AZ is the sole man on A. This is the correct site to go to. I mean, they're going to see this Molotov and know that someone's back site just from the trajectory.
Yeah, and AZ holding a slight off angle here at fence, and he's going to be a difficult target to take down. He's top frag on the server right now with that 13. That was his 13th frag there. Daps left in a 1-on-2. Now 1-on-1. Beautiful peeing out onto Pimp. Hits the headshot, and it's Kirby left in this with a kit, but 19 HP, and Daps only at 31, so it could just be a one-shot battle.
Does he take the risk? I mean, he's really low. He doesn't know that Kirby's very low. He might have had the call, but you're not sure.
Oh, they spotted each other. Daps doesn't take the shot. Kirby will get it.
Just closes off that angle really nicely, and Kirby, another round to his name, comes up for the cleanup kills and has been so impactful so far. He's up to 11 kills so far. AZ kind of getting a lot of those mid-round frags, and Kirby getting a lot of the late round, end round frags, clutch kills.
Yeah, we've seen Kirby have some really good maps here at this tournament, and this is looking to be another one. He's got 11 frags behind AZ with the 13. They're a bit above the rest of the teammates. Tensi's got 3, but of course 2 of those were 6 shots on A on a pretty important round when he lined them up. And then Stanislav also going really, really strong here with 12 kills.
Oh, I think Shazam actually tagged Tensi through the box. A little bit of damage done, and another aggressive push. Will it be successful? It looks like it might. Yeah, Daps actually goes down. That's huge. Dignitas always finding a way.
And Pimp gets the op shot onto Stan, who was just trying to be the solo man out in the B warehouse area. Doesn't pan out, and now Conquest left with the 3 versus 5 bomb and everyone over towards A.
With this much talent, you don't want to have to resort to executes right out the gate. You want to go for mid-control whenever possible, and it's just that Dignitas are winning that battle. I mean, even when...
Oh,
what a
Shazam! He
flick.
was kind of aiming there initially. He had the idea that the boost might come out, drops his aim, but then hits the flick. That was beautiful. So 3 on 4. Some of the players are low. Tensky over the barrels, good for 1 frag. AZ and Slate on the default, and he will go down. So 2 on 2 right now. Incendiary coming in. That'll be enough to actually kill. Rush somehow still alive, drawn out into the open, but no one there at the angle. So even some time off the clock, that's allowed AZ to go. And oh my gosh, another near lineup here on the A site. It's Shazam with that op. 20 seconds on the clock right now. Flash goes out, not very blind by it.
Just caught a glance there. 17 seconds. It will be forced to plant. Wants to get a kill, but almost won't have the opportunity to do it.
And no one biting on that, so now he's going to have to plant behind this wooden box here. It looks like Pit has got the idea. Even taking a shot through it. Another player going up top, trying for another flick there, but it's not going to happen. MSL getting aggressive out the middle, finding the first kill, coming back to A. Another 2 for him.
Yeah, super well played in these 2v1, in that 2v1 specifically. And actually the 2v2 where MSL got the first kill on the flank. It seems like Dignitas are opening up rounds really, really well. They're getting an aggressive push that almost always gets an opening frag. Conquest bring it back quite often on their full executes when they're able to get into A, for example, and find 2 or 3 trade frags for the price of 1. And that's the only reason that they're still in this game. But ultimately, when it comes down to the 1v1s, the 1v2s, Dignitas are edging them out. And this is the 3rd map. I mean, we can talk about how many times Conquest were able to do it on train, but it doesn't matter anymore. They lost that map, and they have to bring that fire back to this 3rd map.
Yeah, and looking at something which may not really be great news for Conquest. They got the pistol. They've been very good on the pistol rounds and have converted those anti-ecos. But you look at this, they've got 1 rifle round to their name.
Mm-hmm.
That was their 4th round, and it's, at this point, 7 in a row for Dignitas.
Yeah, that's huge. I mean, a lot of them have been close, but, that's denoted by how much economy they have remaining. And that was, a round where they actually managed to keep 2 alive, which is quite surprising. The last time they were able to keep 5 alive was on round 8, so now Conquest.
Can Conquest do this by taking these defaults, spreading out, trying to get a kill, work into the executes, or do they just need to be ruthless and quick and try to hit these shots and open it up like they did on Cobble and more or less they did on Train?
If Dignitas are relying on trying to take aggressive mid-control or pushing somewhere, then Dignitas can split up into a default, but they just have to guarantee that frag, because if it's expected, you can't get away with it. And if you can push Dignitas into a passive setup, Conquest almost always trade out and the full executes really well. So
Tensky's in some trouble. MSL's found to kill elsewhere. Tensky lining them up again. I thought for sure they knew he was there, but no. The power of that silence weapon finds another lineup. Stan moving through his smoke. Just missing that player. Spots him now. And does not actually get the kill. Lights him up, turns. There's MSL for his 2nd of the round.
damages though.
And it's Shazam all by himself in a 1 versus 5.
He's done it before.
He did, yeah. He's got 1 this tournament.
On that round, it was just a poor execute. They went for mid-control. They flashed themselves through the smoke. 1 person went out early. I think it was Rush. Saw the eyes of a blind player. Someone traded him out from vents, but there was no one behind him for him to relay that communication to, because they trickled out late. And by that time, Kirby wasn't blind anymore, and he got the double spray down. I mean, it looked like a nice spray down, but Conquest really did that to themselves, I feel like. And it's a recurring
Oh my
theme.
gosh, is it happening? Shazam, he's got 2. The time is getting lower and lower, down to 30 seconds. Oh, and it's just the nade. How
That's a huge nade.
anticlimactic is that? Shazam about to take a peek, and nope, nade.
That's a huge nade. And again, even though Dignitas are edging out these rounds 1 at a time, they're doing it in succession. So even if you keep 1 or 2 players alive, that economy slowly builds up for you, even though you're forcing rebuys. And Conquest are the ones that are struggling to strap together a decent economy so they can put together a full round. But it's honestly Dignitas outplaying them in the early to mid round and even the late round, or the early round and the late round more specifically, where they're able to open up rounds and are able to close them out. The only shining light is the mid-round when Conquest survive long enough for them to take a site.
Oh, Pimp gonna go for the incendiary, gonna force Conquest to congregate and run through it. Now still finds one. Pimp now shooting. Oh, pulling out the pistol to 5-7. 20 bullets of pain. Finds 2 kills with it. Shazam in a 1 versus 2 on 37 HP. Doesn't have the bomb. He'd have to get back into the A site for that, and also doesn't know where these players are. Here's that nade, so he might suspect one from Truck. He knows they're both there now, but it's too late. He's dead, and Dignitas already into the double digits. It's 10-4.
Into the double digits, and if you just look at that scoreline, you would think Dignitas is dominating. Honestly, it looks like they are honestly in full control of the rounds, even though they come really close, and so it's a little bit of an illusion both ways. But Conquest, if they bring this to they get this 5th round, they're still almost relying on the pistol because of how even the map can be, maybe even T-sided at times. So Conquest not going to be feeling good so far, and don't have the best buy. Need to really, really think about how they're approaching cash here, because Dignitas are able to push when they want to, and they're also able to defend against smoke executes.
Pimp, you can see he's got his op trained on the boost. Shazam Opolis here. Will he go over with an AK? I assume he'll be waiting there for Conquest to create some noise elsewhere, draw some attention away. But as of right now, looks like it could just be an execute onto middle for some mid-round mid-control. Or a split over to B, as now some more going out into the B warehouse.
And he's officially made noise. Shazam is definitely getting that info right now. Mid is fairly cleaned out, but that just means sights are... And the peek from Pimp.
So AZ should know about this. He saw that smoke come out. Naf finds MSL. AZ turns around to bring down Shazam 4-on-4 right now. Tensky getting pushed around by some Molotovs inside the B site. Checker has been taken over by the terrorist right now, but Pimp upstairs shoots down onto Naf. Into the headshot left. That was Stanislaw, who worked his way in, gets one in the site, turns around quickly, finds AZ, and a 3rd onto Pimp. It's Kirby coming through the vents, 1 versus 3. The bomb will go down. This is going to be such a massive round for Conquest. Boost their confidence going into that second half, unless Kirby just shatters their dreams by clutching this. He does have a kit.
Yeah, to give up a 1v3 in this situation would be a travesty, and all they really have to do is play the bomb in this situation. I don't know if it's possible to spot from upper. It looks like a default plant, which typically you don't want to do, but Stanislaw, 4K, huge
Big
round.
4K.
Yeah, big 4K. I mean, he covered his teammates in every situation. You thought someone was going to get pushed and died. Stanislaw would shoot him in the back of the head, and now we've got, I believe for the Canadians.
Nice. Been doing a lot of that for that team, I'm sure.
Yeah, for sure. Pour some syrup out for my fellow comrades. Yeah, Conquest, five rounds. Dignitas are gonna be happy about that. I mean, bottom line is, all is said and done. There's no more rollover economy. It's just Dignitas 10 rounds and a half. They will have to look forward to the pistol, and it's gonna be really tough if they don't. Look how consistent Stanislaw has been throughout the series, though. Just
he's been insane.
Yeah.
And we can see MSL actually topping the charts for a team in Dignitas. Very, very close kill distribution. 13, 13, 14, and 12 for MSL, Kirby, AZ, and Pimp. That's crazy. You're looking at the ADR, only 2 people over 100. It's MSL. We'll give them 111, and Stanislaw at 102.
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely say the same for both teams. All the maps have been so close that it has warranted this many frags, and everyone's aim's just been on point. MSL, AZ, just 2 players to watch, and on Conquest, it's just like, I don't even know who outshines another, but Stanislaw, obviously, just, I think he's averaged like 180 R across all maps.
Yeah, and you saw, I mean, it could have been a bit different of a scoreline. There was, 9 rounds in a row for Dignitas, but there were a lot of 1vx's in there, and Dignitas won every single one of them. That could have easily changed that score somewhat dramatically, have that butterfly effect on the CT economy. But of course it didn't.
Of course it didn't.
Still 10-5.
And that's just the bottom line, 10-5. Now we're going to move into the pistol. So important for Conquest to do. They have been really great on the pistols. Last map they split them, but in total they've won 4 pistols, including the first of this half. So that's an insane stat to think about. And just coming out of freeze time, Conquest have never needed one more.
Yeah, I mean, 5 of 6 on the pistols. If they're to get it here is a pretty insane stat, and then also usually getting the pistol in the Anti-Ecos after the fact give you a pretty good chance to win the map, but trying to make the comeback here. Stan starts off with a headshot. Daps following it up from headshot ledge. Can he get another? Gets gooshed. This player just keep on creeping in. That was MSL, but there's Nap with another. MSL all alone right now with that Tech 9. No armor and just 27 HP. Gonna go in for the plant. Get that extra money at least. Save in the next one. Get your rifles out. Have a better buy in the third round of the second half.
Have a better buy. That sounds so wholesome.
It's like a catchphrase
it's a
for a
catchphrase.
supermarket or something.
And there it is. Conquest do seal up that pistol. 10-6. Dignitas got what they wanted out of that round, I think, though. Even though they have a strong lead, they wanted the pistol round. They want the round on the board, obviously, just to secure the win. They got a plant, which means they have the option to just full save here and buy next. And it won't be a surprise for Conquest if they do. It also, the other benefit of planning on the pistol round is that when you're a CT in this situation, you have to decide how much money you want to invest in heavier equipment, because are you going to go up against Glocks this round and then a full buy next round? And in which case, how many SMGs do you want? Or how many SMGs do you expect to lose? And it looks like Conquest are just fully expecting a save up here. And it looks like they want to farm their economy.
Yeah, but even still, it can be nice for a team in Conquest's position to just go for the rifles and be very careful not to lose anybody. Play those far away spots and hit your shots. That way you have rifles going into the third round. Here, you've gone for 4 cheaper weapons, just the M4A4 on Rush. Already Rush has got one. Shazam with the headshot onto Pimp, so taking him out right away.
And that molly.
And the bomb, if it gets planted again, it hasn't spread over to Kirby in the default position. It's going to be easy cleanup, but that is so much money coming into this third round for Dignitas. They actually have the advantage going into the first rifle.
You know, a lot of those kills did come from SMGs. That's a good sign for Conquest, but Dignitas answering back with that bomb plant, not having to invest any armor into it, getting that entry on the site. Very fortunate to do so, and now we'll have quite a bit of money here. Looks like full nades.
So Shazam is gone from the scout, bought an M4. And he's upgraded.
And are we hanging on to the MP9s in light of this full buy?
I was okay with Stan keeping the UMP.
I think that Conquest are looking to hopefully win this round, but if not, be able to buy next anyway and do
Well, I mean,
serious
Shazam
damage.
can barely sustain that. Can't sustain that, but maybe it doesn't matter. The first kill of the round is coming out. It's actually Naf with the MP9. Takes out Kirby. What?
From that range? Oh, that's unreal. He should probably dispose of his names pretty quickly. At this point, they've got so much utility now. They've got 5v4. They can actually just lay back at this point. Opting to give up the site though. What's really weak at this moment is potentially B, because if they do wall smokes or even just get checker by walking into it, 2 players on the site is really hard to defend. Again, the best after plant spots are off the site, just like the best defending spots for CTs are also off the site.
And if Dignitas are successful on the take, which they may be, the nade takes down Nap. They got AZ still lurking out in middle over the boost, but here comes Stan with that UMP. Sprays down one pretty far, flicks over to get a kill. Daps with the MP9 connects. Rush now onto AZ, so it's MSL.
Wow.
1 versus 3, and he will fall. Conquest, I mean, having to make this comeback, still being confident enough to stay on MP9s and a UMP into the first rifle and win it.
And even on that round, all those MP9 kills, $900 a piece.
Yeah.
That's
600.
Or 600, excuse me. I'm dyslexic. Yeah, now they get to rebuy, have money left over, have a round on the board, go up against an eco, farm even more. Maybe a sound decision.
Yeah, and now they've actually, I guess they just preserved all the rifles. I mean, the really nice thing if you win with those MP9s and keep them up is you just keep them again against the full-on pistols, farm even more money, but they've gone into all the rifles. Nade takes out Pimp. And Dignitas, they've caused a little bit of damage to Shazam, and that is it thus far. Tensky's opened the door, so his presence onto this A site is very announced. And, well, these 2 players, not that it matters too much, but they couldn't be further apart. One in Sunroom, I think, and one over at Squeaky Door.
I'm not sure if he's just trying to trigger them, or, but the bomb is...
I think he's trying to waste all of their ammunition. There's the kill, takes down Nav. You can't account for crazy plays, and that was one of them, but it won't matter too much. 1 player falls.
Yeah, it's it's 4K. Even though it's only 1K, it's 4K. It's 4 total And it's a lot of rounds left to play out. Now, Conquest have the opportunity to even up here, and if they do that quick 5-0, Dignitas will have to make a decision whether or not they want to force up. They will have, let's say, the 3,400 and in total just about 4K. Well, they have the option to get like an AK and 1 nade, but not close at all to the buy that they have right now.
Yeah, this is a big round for Dignitas. A lot on this. This will mark the tie. Wow, that was nearly a 2 for. It was. He actually got Tensky to 15 HP. There's MSL taking down Shazam and Stanislaw. Napfly coming back, evens it up to the 3-on-3. Does take some damage. Daps at the truck, and another member of Conquest. That's going to be rushed down by the sandbags in middle. He's going to make his approach up highway now, along with Naf. Molotov going down, and Dignitas buying a lot of time here on the after plant. Gonna be a tough retake right now for Conquest. AZ connects on to Daps. Rush now moving forward. Does spot AZ, but he can't convert the kill. AZ just gonna do it all himself here. He's got his teammates hiding, and he does. That's exactly what he does. Gets the 3K.
Wow, insane. Just in that mid round, just hitting so much. And the B-hops top it off. Dignitas just reaffirm their lead. Get an extra round on the board. And Conquest do have enough money to buy it, but now are farther away from their chances of earning themselves an eco, which is the key to winning rounds on either side, is breaking the economy of the other team. Now Shazam is going to pick up an op in spite of this, or in light of this, excuse me, and it may be the appropriate adjustment. We've seen him hit shots.
So Stan getting aggressive, playing very close to the smoke in an